right, welcome back to episode 12. I actually had to do some uploads to remember what number I was on. I think I may have been off by an episode, but this is episode 12 of our Seattle Kraken franchise. But we're not supporting the Seattle Kraken right now because they're at home playing golf. We are supporting our AHL squad, the Burnaby Aces. The Burnaby Aces are currently in the conference finals after a thrilling 6-game series against the Rochester Americans, which we won 4-2. It was a little bit of nail-biters there, a couple of overtime games. One went really long. Hopefully we don't have as long of overtime games in this particular episode. We'll see. But some things I wanted to go over because I wanted to cut the episode last because it went about an hour with the overtime games. So I was trying to get it wound down. So I wanted to look at some stats in the playoffs. Our boy Jujhar Khaira is a beast. He is a monster. He cannot be stopped. He leads our team in goals. He leads our team in assists. He leads our team in points. Does he lead our team in penalty? Okay, no, not in penalty minutes, but that's okay. I don't want him to lead in penalty minutes because the man is scoring goals at a ridiculous clip. Now, he has 3 from one game. He had a hat trick in one game in the first series, I believe. But so far, Jujhar Khaira has been our playoff performer. And I didn't know this. He's our captain in the AHL squad, at least according to the logos that I've seen online during the overtime games. He is our captain. So the captain is performing as desired. That is wonderful. Brandon Hagel, through 10 games, has basically a point-a-game player. And Jujhar Khaira is playing third-line minutes, by the way. He's not playing like first or second line. He's third line. He's got a point, better than a point a game. Dominic Simon, 6 points, 4 goals. That's good for the sniper. Stefan Neeson, 6 points, 2 goals, 4 assists from the fourth line. That's awesome, but he's kind of tailed off after his first series. He was really good, and then he kind of just faltered. But he's fourth line, so I mean, I can't be too mad at that. Defenseman, Trotman has 2 goals. Dotchin has 1. Mostly defensive defenseman down here, so I'm not terribly worried about points from these guys. It's going to mainly come from our forward core and goalies. Darling got in for a little bit in that game. In that last game, 6, I believe. Was it 6 or 5? It was 5. 5 was the long overtime game. Scott Darling got in there, and after Connor Ingram allowed 3 goals on 4 shots. I mean, the AI coach yanked him, and rightfully so. Got to give credit to Darling there. A veteran guy goes in off the bench, holds 17 of 18, gets yanked into overtime after we tie the game up at 4. But that was really good. That was a nice performance out of Darling to basically keep us in the game. Only allowed 1 goal. It was 3-0 when he came in. He allowed 1 goal really, really early. I think it was the first or second shot he faced. And it looked like it was going to go downhill quick, but he stopped the bleeding, let the team get back into it, got it to 4-4, goes back to the bench. Connor Ingram comes back in for overtime, and Connor Ingram ends up being the hero in overtime, but he doesn't get to overtime without Darling's help. So Darling, huge contribution there in that Game 5 victory, which ultimately led to Game 6, which we won on the road in Rochester. So that does it for my stats. Now let's take a look-see at who we're playing, and that is the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. Let's take a look at their lines. They are a very, very good team, so we're going to flip to them. And this could be why. Okay, look at some of these guys they have in the top 6. Already, this is the best lineup we have faced this playoffs, just on contribution of overalls. You have Otto Koivula, a young power forward with top 9 potential, 6'4", 220 pounds. That's a big old boy right there. 22 years old, so still growing. Cole Bardeau is a playmaker, and Tom Kunackle's a two-way forward. That's at least +3 chemistry right there. So they're playing well above their overalls. That's the scariest first line we've faced in the third series. Then second line, you've got Andrew Ladd, who's an injury-prone power forward. Ross Johnson, who's an enforcer. Okay. And Bebo, who's a two-way forward. So this team, the top 6, definitely a heavy-hitting squad that likes to get after you and likes to forecheck. I can already tell that. That's going to be this is going to be a different team than what we're used to facing. Durando, okay, Kubiak. Not really a whole lot that scares me down here, but this team, let's see if they got anybody in the bottom end. Grinder. Okay, so they've got a few players in the top 6 that can be scary. Nobody that and this kid is dang, that's a good, okay, first round pick in 2019. So they have a prospect, Simon Holstrom. So that's a pretty solid lineup, I gotta be honest. Top 6 anyways, very solid. Let's see what their defense has. Sebastian Aho, a young prospect. Well, not really a prospect at 25. He's pretty much a solid 7th defenseman at this point in his career. You got a prospect in Bodie Wild. Oh boy, okay, two-hand, okay. Mitchell Van Sompel, Helgeson. Okay, this is by far the best defensive core we faced. I mean, they have a 169 guy down here, but they have nothing but high 70s, mid to high 70s for this guy, which, I mean, that's still not terrible. I mean, for an AHL squad, they have a really, really good defensive core. This is by far the best defensive core we faced. So, not a surprise, they're the best team on wins and losses. They're going to be the best team as far as. Oh, here's where their weakness is, though. Goaltender. They do not have good goaltending in net. So that is not a good thing. Do you have anybody injured? Oh, scratched. Okay, no. Okay, so nobody injured. So this is, okay, so we don't have a surprise goalie that's going to pop in. So this is what they've got. So not terribly good in net, but they are solid top 6 and a solid, I'd say easily top 4, if not top 6, honestly, as far as defense goes. So their defense is good. Hopefully it protects that goaltender a little bit because their goaltending is weak. So that's where we can hit them at, is their goaltending. I feel like our team is better still, but this team didn't win 45 games this season for nothing. So it's going to be a tough series. Hopefully Jujar Kyra and the boys can get through this one relatively unscathed. And so here we go. Sim game number 1. Let me pause it for a second. And I'm going to get rid of my ugly mug so we can just watch the scoring. So there we go. And here we go. And Bridgeport's, geez, this has been a staple of every series is they score first, like early, every game 1. But Dominic Simon comes back pretty quick. Tom Kunak on the power play makes it 2-1. Bridgeport 3-1 with Durando scoring. Okay, Connor Ingram does not start off series well. He almost always is giving up 2 to 3 goals in the first period of game 1. Oh, okay. Rough start for Connor Ingram, but okay, let's go. Second period. All right, they're beating us 14-7 in shots. They are the better team right now. We have to stop the bleeding. So let's go, boys. All right, come on. Let's get back into it. There we go. Glenn Denning gets us 3-2. All right, come on. Glenn Denning back to 3-3, even up from an oddball location there in the corner. All right, here we go. 5 power play. Can we get a nope? No power play goal. All right. So now we're back to defense. Now it's basically 0-0 again. So, all right. So good second period. Didn't allow another goal. Connor Ingram stopped the bleeding. That's good. Now we just got to get one and get a W because I really don't want to go through another overtime game, boys. I don't know how much more I got in me for overtime. Oh, come on, power play. Our penalty kill. Oh, Koivula makes it 4-3. Oh, Connor Ingram not having a great game. Power play for Bridgeport. A long one for Bridgeport. Who took a major? Not enough. Koivula with the game winner. That hurts. And once again, I believe actually, has it been every series? I want to go back and check real quick. We lost game 1 against Cleveland. We lost game 1 against, every game 1 so far. Granted, it's only been 3, but every game 1 we have lost. But I can take solace in the fact that we've won game 2. But can we do it again is the question. So let's see. Here we go. Come on, boys. We got to come out with some fire and some passion here. Got to get the early lead. Come on, boys. Oh, they're out shooting us. You got to get on the. Come on. There we go. There we go. Dryden Hunt. They don't have a good goalie. We can just put it on the net. Put it on the net. If it doesn't get blocked, he's not going to stop it. Durando. Okay. And Glendening gets us back up 1. There we go. That's what I need to see. If they tie it up, we need to get right back in the lead, get right back in the saddle again. Ladd scores on Ingram, but we get it right back again. Dryden Hunt, right back on the saddle. I like it. I like it. I don't like the fact that we keep tying it back up. Long power play. Well, not really long, just standard power play. Carter Ashton! The Grinders Assemble line has reemerged. 4-2. All right, Connor Ingram, I need you to lock this down, baby. I need you to lock this down for me. This needs to be your game right here. Come on, Connor. Come on, Connor. There we go. 5. That's good. Insurance goal. That's good. 5-3. 5. Connor. Jujar Kyra with the hero comeback. Oh, God. It's a scoring fest. Oh, Lordy. Connor, stop a goal. I'm going to start calling you Carter if you don't stop goals. Mike McCarron gets us back up 2. 7-5. What a goal-scoring fest in the third period. But we hold on. And now I have to make a thought. So, 4-3 loss, 7-5 win. We've allowed 9 goals in 2 games. Is this just the case of a good offensive team? Or do I need to give Connor Ingram a break? Series tied 1-1. I don't know. I can't afford it. Connor Ingram, unless you get hurt, you're the guy. You're the guy. And or you just have an absolute dog awful game and lose like 9-0. That's about the only way I'd take you out of the game. All right, back in net. Now we're in Bridgeport. We've been a pretty solid road team this playoffs. Can we do it again? Jujar Kyra and the Grinders Assemble line has been a beast through 2 games, but Bardreau gets the scoring started for Bridgeport midway through the first period, and we end at 1-0 Bridgeport. Bridgeport's a tough team. Bridgeport's going to be a tough team. That goalie was weak, but their team in front of him is strong, and that's going to help that goalie out. So, it's going to be tough. Oh, man, this series worries me. I feel like we're running up against a team that could get our number. Power play. Come on, power play. Golly, I really got to do something with the power play in the offseason because we need an offensive defenseman or a 2-way defender down there. I don't care. Oh, man. Come on. Third power play of the period. Jeez, nothing. We have 5 forwards out there on the power play. We're out shooting them by double, and we still cannot put a... Oh, my gosh. 71 overall goalie, guys. 71 overall goalie. And we cannot score. Come on, offense. Sebastian Aho puts one 2-0. That's almost all she wrote. I feel like they're just going to trap us to death now. Power play for Bridgeport goes nowhere. Dominic Simon finally wakes up for us. We've been cardiac kids as far as the third period goes. Do we have another one? No, I don't think so. Nope, definitely not now. Oh, boy. All right, so we're down 2-1. I'll be honest. I think now's the time. I've got to sit Connor Ingram for a game. And we're not scoring a lot either. So, I mean, I don't know if it's entirely Connor Ingram's fault, but he's allowed way too much. I need to sit him a game. I just need to sit him a game. We need to look at our lines here, see what could be done. I'm tempted to bring these guys all the way up to the top. Can they fit in the top? No, you would be bad. Yeah. You need to stay here. You're killing it right there. What if I swap you guys? What if I did this? Move these guys up top line, these guys second line. What if I did this too? Just for kicks and giggles. I want them guys playing though. They're the only things that are keeping us in games right now, I feel like. We'll go that way. Yeah. I'm gonna start Scott Darling. And if that's a bad move, if we lose again, that puts us down 3-1, and then I just ride Connor Ingram the rest of the series. I mean, I have to do something. I juggled the first and second lines to try and maybe, you know, shake something up a little bit there. Didn't change anything else other than just their first and second line orientation. So power play's been bad. It's going to be bad. It's just going to be bad. I mean, there's nothing I can do about the power play. Wild scores on Darling. Okay, and then we got 5-on-3 and 5-on-4. We cannot put the puck in the net. Come on. 71 overall goaltender. What is wrong with you guys? Come on. Oh, jeez. Well, once again, we find ourselves down 1-0. Yeah, I mean, there we go. Dryden Hunt scores one to make it 1-1. Penalty kill does its job. There we go. Jujhar Khaira with a power play goal. He's on the power play? When did I put him on the power play? I don't remember. Kunako makes it even up at 2s. Can we get another one? Nope. And we go to third, tied 2-2. Do we have one in us? Can we steal one? Darling's in net. If we can steal one from it with Darling in net, that would be awesome. We're out shooting them. We're out hustling them. Just get one in the net, boys. Come on. Get one in the net. 5, 4, 3, 2 minutes. 1. And we're going to overtime. And we know what that means. We jump in, boys. We jump in. All right, let's get in here. We need a miracle. We need somebody to step up and be an overtime winner. We need somebody to step up and be a playoff man. Is it going to be Jujhar Khaira? Is it going to be our third line? Is it going to be our first line, maybe with Glendening on there now? Here we go. Face off. Glendening wins it to Hakanpää. Dryden Hunt dumps it in. Glendening on the forecheck. There's Wild. Mala, I think is what that was. Breaks in. Stick check Koivola. Okay. And Glendening gets the puck. Shoots it up to Engvall on the right side. Engvall still got it. Passes over to Hunt. Hunt takes it down the right side, looking for an opening. Oh, tries to get to the inside. Tripped up. No call. No call. I'm blind. I'm deaf. I'd like to be a ref. All right, there's McCoshen. Glendening back up. Just facing 5 guys. Simon dangles. Shoots. Wild with the stop in front of his netminder. Johnston coming down the left side. Hit. There by 82. I can't remember what 82 is. Hakanpää? Is that Hakanpää? Must be Hakanpää. Bardot in the middle. There's McCoshen making a stop. Playing his man. They got it at the point. Board play Simon. Koivola. Oh, gosh. Johnson with the shot. Blocked in front by... I didn't see the name on that. Oh, Gaudin. Gaudin dumps it in left side. Okay, here we go. Here comes Bridgeport back up the ice. Got a line change in there for Burnaby. Burnaby really needs this one here. Oh, my God. A dangle from the enforcer. Ross Johnston. And the Bridgeport Sound Tigers defeat the Burnaby Aces 3-2 in overtime. Scott Darling with a solid performance, but not solid enough, as this dangle is enough to end the game. The enforcer with the dangle. When the enforcer's making your dangles, your chances aren't very good. We are down 3-1 in a best-of-7 series, and it's looking like this might be the end of the road for the Bridgeport Sound, or not for the Bridgeport Tigers, for the Burnaby Aces. I wish it was the end of the road for the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. All right, well, Darling gave us a good game, but our offense did not do the job. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about doing best lines. Or, you know what? No, we're not going to do best lines. We're bringing these boys up. These boys have been our bread and butter all season. I'm bringing them up. I'm bringing them up to the first line. They've been our studs. They've been our best plus-minus ratio. You know what? Live, ride, or die, we're bringing them up to the top line. Engvall, Glendenning, and Hunt will be our second line. Gauden, Hagel, Simon is going to move from first to third line. So basically we're swapping our first and third lines. You know what? Actually, I'm going to swap them all the way down the bottom. Our first line has done nothing for us. So I'm bumping them down. I'm going to bump the third line up to the fourth line up to third. Defenseman-wise, there's really not much to move around here. I've got, did I put Connor Ingram back in net? Because that's who I want in net. Yep. Live, ride, or die with Connor Ingram in the net. So here we go. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Down 3-1. It's a tall task ahead of us. I will look at that after this season's over. Sim game. All right. The Grinders Assemble line has been moved to the first line. Can they make a difference? Can they score goals? Can they get it done? Oh, geez, a 5-on-3? How do we get a 5-on-3 right off the bat? Shouldn't that have been a 5-on-4 to a 5-on-3? Whatever. 10, 11 shots, 12 shots. Just nothing. Just cannot figure out this defense. It's the defense is what it is. The defense in that top six, I feel like, they're a very defensive-minded team, which makes sense. The Islanders are a defensive-minded team, and this is the Islanders' AHL affiliate. So it makes sense that they're going to be defensive-minded, but man, that goalie back there, all we got to do is just pepper him. Just pepper him with shots. Come on, guys. Put a shot on him. Put a shot through him. Oh, and they score first again. Van Sompel puts one on Ingram, makes it 1-0 Bridgeport. We just cannot get a lead in this game. In this series, we cannot get a lead for very long. And they're just gonna kill us with the trap. I mean, we're putting shots in. Oh, this feels almost, yeah, it's over now. It's over. I don't even care that we scored one. Don't even care. Don't even care. 3-1. This is our final period, I feel like, in this AHL inaugural season for the Burnaby Aces, the AHL affiliate of the Seattle Kraken. Can we give some hope? Jujhar Khaira with a power play goal. Jujhar Khaira is not ready to quit yet. Hakanpää from the defense blue line. That's nice. 3-3. Can we get another goal? Do we have another one in us? Do we have another one, or is it going to be overtime again for our lives? It is overtime for our lives. So here we go. Once again, we jump in. Let's see what happens as we basically we're playing for our lives here. This is it. So we'll see what happens. We'll load her up. And here we go. Jujhar Khaira on the first line. The Grinders Assemble line is together for overtime. They lead off as Kamala takes it up the left-hand side for Bridgeport. Hakanpää stops him and steals it. Hakanpää takes it behind the net to McCoshen, over to Carter Ashton. Ashton up the middle as he gives it to Giovanni Smith. Giovanni Smith bumped off the puck. And Kunackle, stolen from Kunackle, and it is offside. Just kicked out of the zone. Hard to tell from the angle we had, but yeah, it kicked off. It kicked past the net. Jujhar Khaira leading the AHL in playoff goals with 8. Can he get number 9 to keep his team rolling to game 6? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if we have it in us, quite honestly. I think we've asked too much of a third-line grinder. Oh, but a hell of a check there by, is that Ashton? Carter Ashton over to Khaira. Khaira on the right-hand side. Centers it to Smith, but nothing gets through. Blocked by one of the defenders. Aho brings it up to, is that Kunackle, I think? Back to Giovanni Smith. Giovanni Smith carries it in the zone. Left side. Dumps it to the center and Hakanpää. Hakanpää shoots and scores. Shoots it low right side or left side. His left, goalie's right. Beats whatever their goalie's name is. They're 71 overall special. And just like I said, if we put shots on net, we can win. And our first line, our Grinders Assemble line, along with Hakanpää there as a defenseman, pinching up. Wrist shot. That's just beautiful. Beats him, just beat the goalie. And we live to fight another game. Barely, but we do. Didn't think we had that one in us. That one worried me a little bit. Down 3-1 going into the third, but the Cardiac Kids managed to tie it up, get it to overtime, and we managed to win in overtime. Alrighty. Can we get it back to home in Game 7? If we get to Game 7, then whatever happens, happens. I'd like to win Game 6, but again, it's still going to be a tough task. Alright, here we go. Bridgeport got the shot advantage early, but we score first. Finally, Giovanni Smith and that first line, bumping them up to the first line. That Grinders Assemble line is making their presence felt. Oh, I love this Grinders Assemble line. Might keep you boys down there for a year. I'll sign all of you back, especially if you win the Cup. Win the Calder Cup, you're all coming back. All right, Burnaby's up 1-0. We got the shots advantage 10-7. And we got the goals advantage 1-0, but can we keep it? That's the question. We got to score some more. We got to put some more. I mean, this is 71 overall goalie. Neeson, their bump up to the third line, makes it 2-0. Jujar Kyra with his 10th goal of the playoffs, I believe, makes it 3-0. 17 shots to 15, 18, 19. Okay, so we're out shooting them a little bit, not by much. And Connor Ingram, can you carry us to a Game 7, sir? We're leaning on you. 4-0, Dryden Hunt scores. Save some for Game 7, boys. Save some for Game 7. Do not go crazy. We've got this one. Just play good defense for 10 more minutes, and we'll go home. We'll have Game 7, and anything can happen in Game 7. So, line changes seem to have been a good thing for us. Juggling the line areas as far as where they lined up seems to have been a good thing for us. So, yeah. Oh, no. Our goalie just went down with an injury. His estimated return is May 23rd. The lines must be edited. Oh, no. We go into Game 7. And the veteran Scott Darling has to come in. May 23rd. Okay, he could potentially, if we make it to the Calder Cup final, he could potentially come back. Depends if it starts like here. It'd be maybe Game 3 or 4. Oh, but first thing first. It doesn't matter if we don't make it past Game 7. If we don't make it past Game 7, then he's out. Period. So. Darling's our darling. Here we go. We got to play good defense in front of it. And then yeah, second shot of the game, Scott Darling allows 1-0. Andrew Ladd beats Scott Darling. Oh boy, this is going to be a tough. That's a tough ass, man. Our star goalie goes down. I mean, what you going to do? I say star, but our by far our best goalie. Now, Darling's a better goalie than what they have in net based on overall, but yeah. I'm not liking this. I'm not liking this. I can't help it. McCarron puts us tied up at 1. Believe that's our second liner, or did I move them down to the fourth line? I don't remember. I don't remember if he was on that first line that I demoted to the fourth or what. But Jenkins makes it 2-1. Darling 3-1. Nakbar. The floodgates are starting to open up now, and that concerns me. We go into the third period of Game 7, down 3-1 with a backup goalie. I'm not liking our chances. But here we go. We've been Cardiac Kids in the third period. Do we have one more third period in us to keep us going? Power play goes nowhere. 31 shots on net. Only one has gotten by Skarek. And 3-2 Gauden. We got to get one more. Come on, boys. Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh. And the Burnaby Aces fall to the Bridgeport Sound Tigers 3-2 in Game 7 to lose the series 4-3. That's disappointing. But you know what? That was a fun playoffs. We had a lot of playoff heroes. We made it to the Final Four in our first year. So, I mean, there's a lot of good things to look at. It's still disappointing, though. Let's take a look real quick. This video is not too long. We'll just kind of take a look at the playoff performers. We know who the stud is. It's Juju Arcara because he's the man. He is the man. Pierre Engvall had a good series. Brandon Hagel had a solid series. Glendening had a solid series. Hunt had an okay series. I think he was benched for a good bit of it, though. Neeson had a solid series considering he was fourth line. Simon had a disappointing series. He was first line most of the time. Giovanni Smith had a solid series on that third line, that beast line, which is Smith and Kyra and Carter Ashton. So that was a nice line. That was a good line. So yeah, that was okay. So, and then just injury at the end really just hurt us. I mean, Darling didn't play bad. I mean, he faced 84 shots. He stopped 77 of them. 916 save percentage. I mean, in a smaller sample size, obviously. Better save percentage than Connor Ingram. Just not good enough. I mean, it was solid, though. I mean, he did what he's supposed to do as a backup goal. He gave us a chance to win. I mean, you can't ask too much out of that. And it's disappointing, but that's okay. That's okay. Good season for the Burnaby Aces. Not quite good enough. So what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and flip back to Seattle. And what I will do is we'll end the video here. And next video, I will probably I will look at some draft class stuff offline. And when I come back, I'll probably simulate to the draft. And if there's any interruptions between now and the draft for scouting purposes, I'll show you our draft board and things like that. And then we'll do the draft in the next episode. So, disappointing end of the season, but I hope you enjoyed our AHL playoff run. If you did, give us a like, give us a subscribe to either Grown Folks or to my personal channel. I enjoy these things. I enjoy putting them out. So hopefully you do too. And until next time, we'll catch you later.